I'm going to run through some common mistakes managers make when giving feedback now. So preempt any feedback with, do you mind if I give you some feedback? If you're creating a learning environment, you will never need this phrase at all, right? So do you mind if I give you some feedback means your culture isn't one where feedback is given constantly. So that's a mistake. Preempting feedback with, do you mind if I give you some feedback? Use the phrase constructive criticism. The word criticism is inherently negative, and that's usually how it is then received, regardless of how constructive the feedback is. So never say constructive criticism. Focus on constructive feedback and then give little. That's another mistake. Focus on constructive feedback and then don't give any constructive feedback, if any. If you never praise someone for doing a job well, your team will start to believe that they simply can't meet your standards and may stop trying. If you've given constructive feedback on a Monday and by the Friday you've seen the person responding positively to the feedback you gave them, and they're really trying hard to deliver in the way that you wanted them to deliver to meet your standards and the standards of your team, then give them some proper appreciative feedback to show them that you've noticed and it's great what they're doing. So let me just be clear there. The mistake that is often made is to focus on constructive feedback and not enough of appreciative feedback. Sorry. So that's focusing on all your energy on constructive feedback, but not giving any appreciative feedback. So then people get worried. Something else you shouldn't do is you shouldn't have a room that you take team members to specifically for feedback. Okay. Early on in our pub life, we had a place like this, and it was the beer cellar. I always took people to the beer cellar for a quick chat. And it didn't take long before everyone started dreading going to the beer cellar with me. Rightly so, frankly. Certainly, you should take someone away from their colleagues, keep it private if you're delivering feedback about their behavior. But if you've created a learning environment and you simply want someone to adjust or improve how they performed a particular task, you don't need to take them anywhere far away from where they were in that workspace to do it, okay? So just to summarize those kind of 4 common mistakes, that's preempting feedback with, do you mind if I give you feedback? That's definitely a yellow flag saying this is not a learning environment. If you use the phrase constructive criticism, no, it's not going to work. If you always give constructive feedback and you never give appreciative feedback, people just think, well, I can't do anything here. And then if you always take someone to a room or a private area or a quiet space, then it becomes a bit of a habit and people don't like it as well. So, feedback is the cheapest and most powerful and sadly the most underused tool that you have in your management toolbox. It keeps everyone's performance on track. It keeps your standards high and keeps your team engaged and motivated. Make sure you give feedback and use it daily. Actively give feedback daily. Constructive feedback, appraising feedback daily. And you will then start to build this learning environment, which will help everything and everyone.